Let me just start right there. Did everything work flawlessly the first time? Yep, okay, there we go. Okay, so I organized some of the stuff in my house. I try not to move around any of the actual furniture because I think the actual furniture looks pretty cool. But, uh, I think... Oh, right. Uh, what exactly did I want to do? I'm not gonna do Dawn Guard because of the DLC right now. Uh... Man, there is a lot of stuff that I could do right now. I could talk to the companions. I could also actually start with the main quest. Uh, one of the things that I've been, what? One of the things that I've been thinking about is getting over to the Ritual Stone, which would actually be on my way to Iverstead, which I believe is the stop that we have to make before we can go up. If I were to... Yeah, we would have to go to Iverstead for the first stage. So what we could do... Ah, the Silent Moons camp is right over there. Um... You know what? Oh, right. Gonna unselect some of those. There we go. Mace in one hand. Circlet on head. Shield in the other. Arrows at the ready. Just my outfit. There we go.
We heading out?
Yeah.
As you command, my Thane.
Actually, did I empty her inventory? I think I hate it when my microphone drifts upwards slightly and then I just breathe into it.
I've got your back. I am at your command.
Okay, I did empty your stuff.
Lead on.
I could do that quest. I could do those two quest lines that are in Whiterun, but I actually want to do a few things outside. By the way, in case you're wondering, right now is 11:15. It is still technically this week. Had a few things pop up. Yeah, I had a few things pop up, and it actually made me kind of worried that I was going to miss this week. Hello.
Take a look.
Wait, why am I the cell from you as if I've talked to you before? I don't think I have. Wait, why do I only have like... Maybe I have. Okay, so, in my loads, if I were to go back a little bit, there is one from when I'm just running around Skyrim. Here it is, where I actually find Malik the Liar, and he was standing next to another Khajiit, it might have actually been this guy. Now that I really think about it. But yeah, Khajiit caravans are kind of neat. One quest line involves waiting for the caravan to make its way all the way back around, and that feels insane. That you have to wait for like several in-game weeks for the uh to wait for their caravan to show up again at a city, at a specific city. I'm like, okay. Or I have the orcish bow. Ooh, got it. What? There we go. I love ragdoll physics. Some elk items. Okay, let me see if I can find that wolf, because I think the elk struck the wolf. Yep, there it is. Oh, before I get ahead of myself,
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
different followers, same story. I'm gonna give you
Let's get going then.
all of the pelts, so I don't need to worry about holding on to them.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I don't know why I have to be so rude, but yeah, we're just passing you. Which is Fort Greymore. Gonna probably just tap it so I can claim it as a visited location on my map. I can't quite remember what's over here. I think this might be a bandit camp now. Not entirely sure. Where's the other one? Oh. No, that was a monarch. Whew. Okay. Tap. Okay. What area is that? I'm not entirely sure. I don't have like a, Yeah, I don't have a photographic memory of like the entire map of Skyrim, but I will say that I have played through this opening area a
There
bit.
are dragons about, traveler. Be warned.
Yeah, I was at Helgen, I know.
Then you've seen them too. We lost our home,
Oh wait.
our livestock. We barely have enough gold to get by.
Uh, I don't have a lot, but here you go.
Thank you, traveler. Be safe, and don't forget to keep an eye on the sky.
Eh. Yeah, I didn't have much, but it's always nice to Ooh, that was a good call. There's a random amethyst in there. Nern root. Always useful. I can't remember where is a good place to spawn to farm them. I just know that a lot of the overworld Nern root does not come back. Oh, this is a bandit camp. Veterans Retreat. I will definitely return to you when I can. Dang. Yeah, they're getting a little bit too far away. And I'm so bad at this.
You won't get the best of me.
I mean, it's a good thing that I'm wasting a bunch of iron arrows. Because those are the ones that are not very good.
Damn you.
Thank you. Cool. Some more gold. Some more stuff. Where? There we go. Uh, cooked beef. Right now.
It's nothing.
Oh, thanks. At least one of the elk didn't fully get away. That's useful. Because it's not really the experience of taking out the elk, it's mostly their skin that I need. I'm sorry, creature, I only crave your skin. Bunch of random stuff out here. So there's this sealed door over here, and I can't remember. I think, yeah, that trap door is the way out from here. Some foodstuffs. Then there's the actual Silent Moon's camp. Ooh, iron ingots. Don't mind if I do. And a neat forge. Firebolt. And a ring. Light armor forging, I've already read the book. Notes on the Lunar Forge. I've managed to get the forge itself up and running, but again I find nothing special about its workings. These weapons were clearly forged here, yet the secret of their enchantment remains elusive. All I've been able to discern so far is some connection between the weapon's power and the appearance of the moons. The weapons themselves are crafted from what seems to be normal metal, but while the moons are high above, they gain an additional ability. It seems that once the sun has gone down, the lunar weapons take on a vampire-like ability, transferring a small amount of health from the victim to user. That's kind of neat. And then we got 2 lunar weapons to start with. And I can't remember if there's a third, but they effectively give us 2 maces to work with. Which, you know, is nice. Yeah, so we're going to just favorite the steel mace, and then we're going to disenchant the iron mace for a I forgot that we don't have any.
Still here. How can I serve you, my Thane?
Okay, first off, take those.
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay, and then I'm gonna just shove some of the miscellaneous stuff that we don't need carried around with us. And we'll come back for the other stuff. But yeah, the Lunar Forge is a very neat place. And I always try to make a stop over here every single time because the lunar enchantment on a steel weapon is pretty useful. And that's how we make our way around without actually going into the Silent Moon's camp. Or if we wanted to make a side rotation around. One of the... Let me just... I'm so used to having, like, so many items on me that I was like, well, surely I'm out of space. Okay, so the way that the encampments here work is that once we take out the we finish the raid by taking out the raid boss. That's the answer. Hmm. Lydia, why are you so loud? Not that one. There we go. Man, I love stealth. Apparently we're dropping some frames, which... Oh! Because that was the bandit leader. Nice. stealthy as can be.
I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane?
Yeah, take some of these weapons. Oh, apparently one of them also had a war axe. It was also lunar.
Let's get going then.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's a fourth one. I like how 3 of them have been maces and none of them have been swords. I just realized got a new spell. Actually, I got a few. Okay, so we now have Firebolt and we have Light. Neat. Cool. This light source will certainly make my stealth go down, but oh well. Wait, let me try something. Okay, it's already unlocked, so it won't relock.
Oh,
You okay? Okay, so that mammoth skull looking icon. Yeah, that mammoth skull icon is from a giant camp. Kinda don't want to deal with that right now. You know, I always think that defeating Skeever using fire is going to give me charred Skeever hides, and they never do. Oh, hello.
Move along.
What are you doing?
Taking this man to be interrogated.
There was a space there. What's he done?
He has knowledge of a cult of Talos. He will tell us what we need to know, or he will die. The choice is his.
Hmm,
Now get out of my way.
fair enough. If I remember correctly, taking out the the passing by. Dang. Oh, the wolf is coming back around, so I can... Oh, I guess not. And I'm kind of sandwiched in between this is just a destroyed house that I can sleep for a bit. Okay, fair enough. I'll just get a full rest. Yeah, so Firebolt is different than Flames, where, as you could kind of tell, you like hold it into your hand, and it is a shorter, more direct, and more ranged version of Flames, but it's not sustained fire. So on average, it loses power, but it means that you could hit things at further range if you had better accuracy. I do not have better accuracy, but I do kind of like I do really like the Firebolt spells. Also because when you get the ability to dual cast them, you bring your hands together and you basically make a you know, what's going on? Are you just skittish or what's going on? What about you?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Okay,
Vampire hunters
they're just being
suspected in the
skittish.
fort near Riften.
There we go. One of the important things about about Bethesda games I've always
I
enjoyed
got your back. How can I serve you, my Thane?
is doing stuff like that where it's like, well, I just got home. I'm gonna change out of my battle outfit into a more casual outfit. Steel great sword. Might as well give you that. Oh right, I'm giving you a two-handed weapon because you have the special gauntlets on.
Let's get going then.
Actually, I
Still
need
here?
you to
We
wait
will
right
remain on
here.
guard here.
Okay. So, the thing I have in this cupboard right here is my crafting items. I'm gonna store the gems. I'm gonna store the hides in here. A hide helmet. Okay. Okay, over here we have a bunch of food. Actually, probably should separate out the alcohol, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna store all of the... I store all the raw food. And then I keep all of the already cooked stuff. Salmon does sound good right about now. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to throw into here is actually the salt and garlic. They put Frostmarium up. Like, they hang Frostmarium up, and I think it's because they use it sort of like a, sort of like what we use time for. Trying to separate out the things that are, technically foods. And over here on ingredients. Gonna store those foods. Whoops. I think I may have eaten something. Okay, over here we have all of our books. I wanted to throw stuff onto the bookshelves as well, since we have one major bookshelf. We have one hidden away bookshelf. And for some reason I thought we had a 5th bookshelf area, but I guess not. Over here I've been throwing all of my potions. Specifically all of the potions that are just, actually just like any potion, actually. And then just keep the generic ones. Right in here. That's where I'm going to store all the alcoholic beverages. Right here is where I store all of the armor sets. So, I don't know what game I was playing, but in the game, the chest had a weight limit, and it made me a little annoyed. Oh, that's what it was. It was, Voices of the Void. That's what it was. Yeah, I got a little upset that boxes had a weight limit. And I'm like, I understand. I do not agree. Okay, what else do I have in my inventory? I have the war axe that I'm going to dismantle. Alright, the miscellaneous items. I have them stored in this cupboard over here. So, a lot of them have a value of 1, meaning that if I were to go and attempt to sell them, I would have no return. Like, it would give me, like, 0 gold. And that's solely because I do not have enough barter to sell things at price. Oh, wait. There we go.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Yeah.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's cauldron.
I've been there. Huh, we started with like 18 gold, and now we have like 200. And I don't remember what a bounty turned in gives us.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
The bandit leader of the read script. Silent Moon's camp is dead. I'm here for the bounty.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
100.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Yeah. Trying to see if there was like anything in the water I missed. Just about to flip over to midnight.
In each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of
Now, what specifically did it say for the quest? Did it say that I had to come at night?
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrosstein, put that down. He's here to help us.
Let me just turn the volume up just a little bit more.
Thorold,
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So,
I trust
you're here
not
to help?
planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
I'm not even sure what's really going on.
My brother Thorald. He was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went missing. Everyone assumes he's dead. But he's not. I just know it. The Imperials captured him, and they're holding him someplace. The Battleborns know where. I'd go and search their house for proof, but they want me to. I'd be captured, and then we'll never know what happened to him. So I need someone to find that proof for me.
So, okay, what sort of proof do you need?
Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't
Ow.
dead, but is being held captive.
Sorry for hurting my
I
neck
know
pop
those
right there.
Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard.
Why do you think they're involved?
The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here.
Fair enough.
Thorold's disappearance has left our family in shambles.
Why do you think they're involved?
It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. Thorold did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it.
How can you be so sure he's still alive?
He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children.
Fine, I'll humor you. Who's the best blacksmith in Skyrim?
I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr, the Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing battle-borns.
Where is it?
Head up the steps from the market and look to your right. Can't miss it. You take care of yourself now.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, it's still sealing. Okay. So they want me in the cover of night to go into this house and sneak around. You know, it feels kind of awkward that they asked only the only non-human looking character in all of Whiterun. Hey, you look stealthy.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days. Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you treat your wife with the respect she deserves.
I can't talk to you, so I guess you have nothing to do with the quest line.
Rise up, children of the Empire.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
Speaking of which, what happened to Thorold?
Haven't you heard it by now? He made the mistake of supporting the Stormcloaks, and it cost him. Bitter news for his family, but a fate they should have expected.
Do you really know what happened?
He fought on the wrong side, and he paid for it. That's all I have to say.
Fair enough. I guess I
Long live the Empire.
Because I failed the check. Not gonna try to not gonna try to.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
I'm looking for work. Do you have any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Nice. Valtheim Keep.
I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all burnt up in the middle of the Wind District?
Uh-huh.
It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect.
Huh. Anything
People
else?
say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Face shifter? Or whatever they're called. Yeah.
The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear.
Huh. I have heard that.
Need anything else? Just let me know.
Yeah.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
I do wonder if you can actually cut enough wood to, like, and sell it for a lot. I wonder how much I would get. Really quickly. You know, it's weird that I can't just, like, look up to see what actually fits these. I have to actually physically, like, look up a list. Where is it? There we go. Court alchemy, yes. What I want to do is I want to take all of these. Then I want to know what the other things of the bleeding crown are. Fortified block. There was something else I was looking at. Did I ever unlock it for Tundra Cotton? Yes. I'll have slaughterfish scales. Let me check to see if I unlocked it with honeycomb. I think I might have. Yeah, I don't have a lot of honeycomb, so I don't really want to use those. So, bleeding crown. Then tundra cotton. Oh, they also share resist magic. Nice. Okay, what is... I'm 3. Weakness to poison. It shares it with a pine thrush egg. I only have a rock warbler in here, right? Yeah, that's not the one I was thinking of. I could use a longfin. Alright, I just realized that I'm still wearing my fancy outfit. There we go. Long fin. Bleeding crown. And something else that's weakness to frost. I'm very close to getting that level. All I need is... Blue Dartwing is Fortified Pickpocket. That's useful. Oh. How lucky. Blue and orange Dartwing share Fortify Pickpocket. but they also share it with the Nordic Barnacle, which I have also not unlocked. Nice. Only just a little bit more. I have human flesh, human heart. I have the hawk beak and feathers. What do both the human parts share in common? Both damage health. Small antlers, which I've already unlocked. Already unlocked on troll fat. Stool, I've already unlocked. Red mountain flower, Nern root. I don't know, I think making them weak to the thing that lowers that damages their magicka is a little bit counterproductive. Damage, magicka, and fortify conjuration. Do I even have frostbite? I do. So, Fire Salts restores and regenerates magicka. It shares with the giant lichen. Lichen? I've never really known how to pronounce that. I believe I've already unlocked it on both. Garlic? Yeah. And salt? Yeah. Fire salts, giant lichen, garlic. And then one last one. Void salts, weird. Okay, so there's the 3 different types of salts. So we have frost salts, we have fire salt, and then we have void salt. Which you would think, because fire salt makes you resistant against fire but weak against ice, and then you have frost salts that make you resistant against ice but then weak against fire. And so you think void salt would make you resistant against shock, but it actually makes you weak to it, and it makes you resist magic entirely, which is fascinating. So you have glow dust, which is fortified destruction, which it shares with the other glowing items, which is kind of neat. So whist wrappings, glow dust, glowing mushrooms, and ectoplasm all give fortified destruction, which is kind of neat. And then nightshade. Value 446 for an error? Whoa. That's kind of intense. Actually, I pressed the wrong button. I'm glad it was on something that had a lot of. And or did not need. Uh, yeah, that's the Silent Moon's camp. You know what? I'm gonna just throw. They already used up bounties in here. That's for Falkreath. It's from an anonymous friend. I don't really know who this is for. Magicka. Destruction dual casting. It's still light out enough to sell some stuff.
What do you need?
Nothing.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, you look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil.
No, I'm good.
Take a look.
Potions. Poison of damage to magic regen. Decrease magic regeneration by 100% for a few seconds. Destruction spells are stronger and resist shock damage. I'm fine with selling that. I think I'm
Come
good.
back anytime if you need a remedy.
Okay. I was curious as to if that soul gem was filled.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed.
What is my... I'm at 500. I'm not... I'm not done per se. I'm just kind of done with Skyrim right now. Because I haven't streamed in a few days, so I actually wanted to do something else. I will be right back in a bit. And I will be playing a different game. I'll see all y'all in a bit.